The Battle of Talas took place in 751 between the Chinese troops of the Tang dynasty and the Arab troops of the Abbasid Caliphate. The main reasons for this battle were economic interests. The Battle of Talas was part of the conflict between China and Arab countries for control of trade routes along the Silk Road. Both empires sought to establish control over important ports along this trade route. Geopolitical factors. China and the Arab Caliphate were in close proximity, and control of Talas Valley and Talas River was strategically important for both empires. This place served as a key point for controlling the movement of troops and trade. Random circumstances. The battle began due to an accident where the Chinese general Gao Hu was captured by Arab forces, and this led to an armed conflict between the parties. The area played an important role in the Battle of Talas. The battle took place on the Talas River in modern Kyrgyzstan between Arab forces and Turkestan forces.
The battle took 5 days and had important moments. Both sides had identical formations consisting of 5 regiments: archers, crossbowmen, pikemen, infantry, cavalry, bodyguards of the generals, and the generals themselves. The Abbasids had the advantage in cavalry, while the Chinese were well armored with infantry and crossbowmen. The Abbasid cavalry was more experienced and mobile. There were 2 versions of the origin of the events. The first version. For 4 days, Abbasid and Chinese armies stood against each other without engaging in battle. On the 5th day, cavalry of the Kaluks, who were part of Chinese army, attacked the Chinese from behind. The second version. The armies fought for 4 days, but none of them could achieve a decisive advantage. On the 5th day, the Kaluks, who had previously sided with the Chinese, switched to the Abbasid side and attacked the Chinese from the back. As a result of battle, the Chinese were defeated. General Gao Sanji managed to escape, but most of the Chinese troops were defeated. Only 2,000 soldiers from China returned to the imperial territories in Central Asia. The death of Chinese weakened their influence in Central Asia and contributed to the spread of Islam in the region. Some scholars object that Talas is given too much importance in the Islamization of Central Asia. Nevertheless, the lack of contributed to the Arab influence of the Abbasids to gradually spread their influence throughout the region. Over the next 250 years, most the formerly Buddhist, Hindu, and the Christian tribes of Central Asia became Muslims. Most importantly, among the prisoners of war captured by the Abbasids were several skilled Chinese artisans, including Tao Huan. Thanks to him, first the Arab world and then the whole of Europe became familiar with the art of papermaking, which plays an important role in the development of writing science in the future.
The Battle of Atlakh in 451 AD was of great importance in history in several aspects. First, stopping the Huns. This battle stopped the move of the Huns to the west, preventing the spread of their empire to the Roman Empire. Second, sunset of the Western Roman Empire. Despite the victory in the battle, the Western Roman Empire still collapsed due to the internal and external factors in a few decades after the Battle of Atlakh. Third one, symbol of unity. The battle emphasized the ability of various tribes and peoples to unite for a common goal, even if they were enemies in other periods of history. Fourth one, the end of the era of nomads. After the battle and death of Attila, the Huns lost their dominant position among the nomadic peoples of Eurasia. So, the Battle of Atlakh was a key moment in history, marking the end of the era of nomadic peoples and serving as a symbol of the confrontation between Rome and the nomads in Eurasia.